Friend us on your socials and let's connect.
We don't play the social game. We are social. Power 98.5. You're listening to Power 98.5, powered by United Angels Dream, your number one resource for public relations, entertainment, and multimedia. Contact them today at unitedangelsdream.com.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, let's go.
Hi, this is Dan Aykroyd. He's progressive. He's beautiful. He's thoughtful. He's intelligent. He's powerful. He's positive. He is Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5 Satellite Radio.
Empowering listeners from the US to the UK. Live on air with Stephen Cuoco.
Oh yeah, you're just my type. I'm lying when I'm looking away. I'm staring up and down. I'm all around, obsessed with your face. Oh, what a mess I'm in. You're so masculine, sweet like cherry cola. Dripping confidence, lose my common sense. Kiss you till I'm sober. I love the way you wear that dress, making everyone upset. Burning that cigarette, boy. Swear to God, I confess, boy. Craving your candy lips, all black fingertips. Look so good, I'm annoyed. Make me wanna get undressed, boy. Love the way you wear that, too cool to me.
Oh yeah, Charlotte Sands from Nashville, Tennessee. Wearing that dress, girl. Come on. I love it. I'm dancing in my
so
chair.
Oh my God. I'm obsessed with you.
I'm also obsessed with the back end story of this song.
Oh, thanks.
Tell us about it.
I mean, honestly, we wrote that song about like my type and about the fact that like my view of masculinity and like confidence has changed so much over the years. And like my type of people, of like how we used to view confidence as like somebody who was super masculine or super like a man, and now I think confidence is somebody who like is living unapologetically as themselves, and that's just so much more attractive, I think. And so we kind of just wrote it about that, and obviously the whole Harry Styles Vogue thing that came out, which was a really inspirational if like part of that topic. So it all just kind of spiraled.
With over 500,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, and your numbers are primo across the board. We've got
Thanks.
I Don't Care, Last Thing, Sweatshirt, Dream About You. I Don't Care and Dream About You are in the Power 98.5 rotation. I'm going to have to add Dress Now onto that. If I could do it, and Sound Exchange wouldn't mind, and I could end up loading up more than 3 songs for one artist, I definitely would. Seriously.
So nice.
But yeah, the list goes on and on and on. What has been the most inspiring yet song or track that best represents who you are as a woman and as an artist?
I mean, I definitely think that this last release of Dress is a really cool representation of me as a person and as an artist, because I think it's the first time I was able to have a song out that represented my views and opinions as a normal person, and also was able to tie that into like my music, and be able to show that like I support and love different narratives for relationships. And I think that that's really important to show in music. And so I think that's been like the coolest experience, is that it's more of an insight on like who I am as a person, and not just as a singer or a songwriter.
For everyone who's tuning in, Charlotte Sands is a worldwide recognized music artist, talent. She's with Triple Eight Management. Yep. I had a tongue twister there for a moment, but yet I'm drinking water with ice. Maybe that's what's twisting my tongue. 888 Management. loving your management company, your
They're
representative,
wonderful.
Hannah. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's a go-getter. She works her ass off for me.
So I want to give a shout out to Hannah at 888 Management. Thank you for putting this together for Charlotte and I. What's been life like? Are you originally from Nashville, Tennessee?
I'm actually from outside of Boston, Massachusetts. So I grew up in Hopkinton, Mass, and went to high school there. And then I moved to Nashville about like a week after I graduated from high school.
And you're still there?
And I'm still here. Yeah, I just fell in love with the community and the songwriters here, and it's just such a cool place to be for musicians and for like creatives. It's just really wonderful and super supportive, and I just feel like lucky to be a part of this community.
Before pandemic, what was life like for you, touring with your fans, with the engagement, with you living your passion and your dream?
I mean, it was wonderful. We actually got really lucky because my first headlining show that I've ever had was in the first week of February of this year. So I basically sold out my first headlining show ever, which was like this huge, huge moment for me in Nashville. And then about a month later, all shows were stopped. So I do feel really grateful for the fact that I was able to kind of get to my biggest show moment and before all of this happened, just so I can at least have a place to go back to. But I mean, I was playing shows every month, and I was just meeting people in person and be able to see like fan interactions and their reactions to your music live is just such a different experience. So I do really miss it, but I'm really excited to hopefully get back to that soon.
Is 888 Management, what do they have set up for you in 2021? And before you answer that, has the idea of getting you back out there, has it been taken in the equation of every people having a vaccine? Is there going to be less restrictions for you? What's going on?
Right. So I definitely think that there is some hope because of the vaccine. Any agencies that I've talked to have definitely felt like hopefully summer, fall, we're going to be able to go back to shows pretty safely. So that's exciting news. Obviously, I wish it was sooner, but I mean, I obviously am my priority fans and the safety of listeners. And so I would always feel better like making sure that if we're going to move forward in that direction, that everyone will be safe. And do not want to feel responsible for anybody getting sick or anything bad happening. So I'm definitely going to be cautious and wait till that we get the green light on that. But hopefully, I think our plan right now is to try and I want to open for, I'm not sure which artist yet, but I would love to be on the road, and I'd love to be actually being able to interact with people. So whatever tour I can get on that I think is a good fit for my music and my fan base, I think that I would jump on the opportunity to be able to do that as soon as possible.
Who would you like to open up for?
Honestly, I think my dream right now would be like Machine Gun Kelly. That would be like with his last album, I think it ties so closely into like the genre of music that I've been making. And I think that fan base and the energy of that show would be so similar to the kind of show that I like want to put on and the kind of shows that we have put on. And so that would kind of be my dream.
I would love to see you two have a collaboration.
Yeah, it'd be insane.
Sometimes I fuck up her last name, but forgive me. The collaboration that Machine Gun Kelly did with actress Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah.
That's what I see you doing.
Ooh, I love that. I love her. She's great. Yeah, he's just really wonderful.
With your blue hair, your fashion. Listen,
Yeah.
you've got it going on. You're 24.
Thank you so much.
Your look is seriously incredible. I hope you keep the blue hair longer, the purplish blue hair.
Yeah, I feel like I don't really have a choice now. It's kind of like everybody in Nashville and everybody that I know has only known me with this hair color. So I feel like it's now just like my identity. And so I'm just going to probably have to keep it for a good while. But I love it. I mean, I don't hate attention, so.
It works. And here's the thing. It's about identifying and connecting. And you across the board are so diverse, Charlotte, that
thanks.
When the day comes, if you ever decide to go to brunette or blonde, red, whatever, people are going to get it. Right now, you are at an important point in your career. You're doing everything at the right time, in the right place, at the right location. Your tracks, your music's being dropped, you know, in complete synchronicity within the timeline of what's happening in the music industry right now.
Right. Yeah. I feel very lucky. Like I just honestly I'm just so appreciative that people care and that people are listening, and it's just really been really crazy and a wonderful, wonderful last few months and years of like committing my life to this. So I really am just couldn't be more grateful for the fact that people care enough to listen and have been so supportive of me. And I'm super excited about being able to actually play these songs live and being able to like meet people in person instead of just only on social media. But it's been a secret blessing to have those relationships.
How are you doing your photo shoots right now? When was the last one you had?
So the last photo shoot I had, I mean, I shot the music video for Dress a couple weeks ago. But the last photo shoot I had, I don't remember. Honestly, it was probably for my merch. I just released a whole merch line, which I'm super excited about with Absolute Merch. And so we did a photo shoot for that. I'm super lucky in the sense that I've used the same photographer for the last 3 years and who's done all of my artwork. And so it's really easy for us to be able to just as friends go somewhere and take pictures and kind of do all of that. And she also directed my music videos. So that's been super easy for me. And I feel lucky that I'm able to like have that so easily. But yeah, we're just trying to figure it out and just trying to make it work as well as possible. And everybody kind of is in that boat right now, I think.
She's fantastic. I mean, I'm looking at your Instagram right now. Every photo is vibrant and colorful. You're like a walking rainbow.
It's so nice. It's so funny. I feel like a few years ago, I definitely had like a different brand and it was very dark and it was like this completely different thing. And I always used to think in my head, I was just like, that's not what I'm like as a person. Why would my brand like represent this darker, moodier thing? If I'm like a very loud person and I'm like pretty optimistic and I like am cheerful in those ways. And like, I think that it's super funny that I'm really glad that now my brand is like, I feel like people can see that. It doesn't look like I'm taking myself too seriously or I'm just having a good time and like doing what I love with people I love. And I just feel very, very fortunate.
One of my favorite photos, and I believe Hannah sent to my assistant and me the photos of you in a shopping cart or strolling around in a shopping cart.
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, we honestly just like, I needed photos for a song and I needed them by the next day. And my photographer, Jacqueline Day, she literally was like, do you want to just go meet in the parking lot in front of like Dollar Tree? So we literally just met and somehow she figured it out in a way she always does. But we just messed around and hung out and just had a great time and ended up getting some cool pictures out of it.
My favorite photo is the one that was posted back on May 13th, the Blame It On My Ex promo. You remind me, when I look at this, I see Halsey, you sitting on a kitchen floor with the Fruit Loops all over the place with the gallon of milk, and you're like wiping your face.
That's so nice. Yeah, she's incredible. So that's a huge compliment to me.
You're so Halsey in that photo.
I also got so full in that photo shoot. I couldn't eat for like 2 days because I was just I was chugging milk and cereal for 2 hours.
Who is happy birthday to my best friend Deneen? Is it Deneen? Who's
Danon?
Is Danon? Is that
okay?
His name?
So yeah, Danon is actually the one who produces like all of my music. He is incredible as a songwriter and a producer, and he's also my drummer. So, which is small world. Hannah, my manager, is actually his wife.
Really?
Yeah. So we have like this little family like team that we've been working together for like years, and he was my first drummer, and we just started working together, and he kind of started producing, and while he was starting to produce, we started writing together, and then it kind of just spiraled into this thing that I mainly work with him now. He's done every single song that I've released with me. And then I started working with Hannah, and it was just kind of like this really organic like friendship and like family, and now we see each other all the time, and it's just like really wonderful. I couldn't be like more grateful I have like this little team of people who have been with me for years.
I like his energy.
Yeah, I saw him perform live with a different artist for the first time before I even knew him. And I remember calling somebody and being like, I need a drummer like that. That is like the kind of energy I need on stage. That's the kind of show I want to do. And then 2 weeks later, he ended up showing up for rehearsals as my drummer, and I didn't even know. So it was like this crazy story. And then we just kind of have all been inseparable, and it's been a roller coaster.
For those who are just tuning in, I'm interviewing Charlotte Sands, credible young 24, vibrant, intelligent, creative music artist, performer, originally from Boston, Massachusetts, currently living in Nashville, Tennessee. We're going to be doing some live drops. I'm going to be playing Dress, her newest hit. I'm going to say it's a hit. It's got to be a worldwide hit, especially with over 500,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. But first, let's take a listen to this live. I love it when a singer like yourself can sing and you don't need all the audio tracks or just what I call distractions. It's just wonderful, Charlotte, that
thanks.
You can get in there and just be who you are. I encourage everyone to go to Charlotte Sands' Instagram. The photos, the videos, that live I just played. Incredible. Thanks so much. We have so much fun. It really is like the second that you start making music and start making art that you genuinely just like love, it just like changes everything about it. And I feel like every time I'm able to write it or perform it or anything, I just am honestly having such a good time. And I just love what I'm doing so much that I just get so excited. I feel so lucky. And I feel like that's the most important thing, is to just do what you want to do and like make music and art that you want to make. And then the rest will come naturally. What was it like? Can you share with all of us your experience with the live stream where you were raising money for Music Cares? I mean, it was really wonderful. We had a really great time. It was my first time playing a show, I think, since February. So we had not played, and not even, I mean, it was in a living room, but it was still so fun to be able to play live music again. I think I forgot how much I like actually enjoyed it. And to even get feedback, even though people are live and you are just getting comments as they're rolling in, to know that people are watching and for them to be able to tell you their reactions, it's just such a good feeling. And it's so much different than just playing stuff in the studio by yourself or writing music. And it's so important to me, the way that music translates to other people. So we had a really wonderful time, and we're able to like play new songs that nobody heard, and we're able to do some covers that we've never done, and kind of like nod our heads to our favorite bands and artists, and raised a good amount of money, and for an organization that has been really, really helpful and supportive of artists and songwriters in Nashville as well. And so it was just all around like a really wonderful experience. And I just had a wonderful time. Music Cares is a phenomenal organization. Let's roll a quick clip of that live of Charlotte Sands.
Take your plans and postpone, 'cause we'll stay getting better when we're in our own zone, yeah. I wanna be alone lately, it's talking to myself crazy. They say it's bad for my mental health. I said I love you, but I love myself. And everybody's so deceiving, just trying to focus on my own breathing. 'Cause I'm not perfect, but I'm getting well. I say I love you, but I love myself. Love you, but I love myself. Doing better, can't you tell? trying to be consistent now, on a different system now. Oh shit, I hate when this happens. 1 second I'm better, I'm falling back in, backtrack to back when we were just comparing. So damn distracted, but yeah, frequent caring. So take your plans and postpone, 'cause we'll stay getting better on, you know, out. Woo!
You and I are definitely having a cocktail when we get together.
Oh, I would love.
Good.
I need some, so I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
What do you usually drink?
Honestly, I'm so weird. I have like two personalities. I feel like I'm either like a Bud Light, like I can drink anything, or I'm like a dry gin martini. Those are my two sides of the spectrum for me.
What is your birth sign?
What's my what?
What's your birth sign? What are you?
I'm a Leo.
Okay. Boy, Ann, I've been meeting a lot of Leos. A lot of fire
Really?
energy's been coming in my
Yeah.
life. Normally, I'm meeting Gemini. I always attract, and I've got,
it.
I've got a best friend since we were 6 years old, Gemini. But I always
Amazing.
attract Gemini, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and once in a while a Cancer. But I'm telling you, I'm not bullshitting. I like to be very specific. I can't count. It's literally during this pandemic, I've been attracting signs I normally don't attract. And Leo is one of them.
That's so interesting. Yeah, I've been like reading a lot about that kind of stuff. I kind of went through a phase where for a while, I like didn't really know, and I just knew what I was and nobody else. But recently, I feel like I've been like deep diving into like astrological signs and all that kind of stuff, and it's super interesting. But I am like a Leo through and through. I feel like.
It says here, Leo is represented by the lion, and these spirited fire signs are the kings and queens of the celestial jungle. They're delighted to embrace their royal status, vivacious, theatrical, and passionate. Leos love to bask in the spotlight and celebrate themselves. That I can feel that to be truthful about you.
As I'm on like a show talking about myself for 30 minutes.
I want you to talk about yourself for however long you want to.
It's very true. It's honest. It's who I am.
Speaking of talking about yourself, we're going to do a live drop. I hope everyone has got it ready. Live drop of Dress. I'm going to say the #1 hit single in the world. You don't pay it. Let me tell you something. Those who pay attention to Billboard and everything else, I'm going to do a WikiLeaks and fuck shit up right now. All of that's paid for. The record companies, I've been doing, media, like I've been getting a lot of media coverage. I'm going to be blowing a whistle again about the bullshit in the music industry with Yahoo Finance.
Go.
Yes, I am. Those companies, those major record labels that like to hijack you and get you into contracts that are worse than a sentencing that you would get from a judge when sending you off to prison, who want to steal your publishing rights and your your masters and everything else, so they can treat you like a piece of property and resell you. Yeah, they're the ones that drop $500,000, whatever money into it. All of that's paid for. Why the fuck do we keep hearing the same artist over and over and over and over again? Because it's all paid for. The motherfuckers need to be getting Ms. Charlotte Sands and musicians like you, music artists, on Billboard list. Why? Because the proof in your numbers, people are listening, and you shouldn't be needing to have signed a chokehold of a contract with a so-called major label in order to be deemed relevant. Why, Charlotte? Because you are relevant.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Dress, everyone, by Charlotte Sands.
I'm lying when I'm looking away. I'm staring up and down. I'm all around, obsessed with your face. Oh, what a mess I'm in. You're so masculine, sweet like cherry cola. Dripping confidence, lose my common sense. Kiss you till I'm sober. I love the way you wear that dress, I'm sober. I love the way you wear that dress, making everyone upset. Burning that cigarette, boy. Swear to God, I confess, boy. Craving your candy lips, all black fingertips. Look so good, I'm annoyed. Make me wanna get undressed, boy. Love the way you wear that.
I love
This
it.
is so fun.
How do you feel listening to that live on air where you belong?
I mean, yeah, it's really crazy. I feel like radio and stuff like that is so out of reach for independent artists. It's like not even a goal that we set anymore, you know? So it is really, really crazy to even like think that that's a possibility. It's like a really crazy feeling. I'm super appreciative. So I appreciate you very much.
I want to thank you, everyone, for joining us today. I'm not closing out just yet because I've got one more live drop to do. Charlotte Sands is in the house, live on air with Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5. I encourage all independent satellite and terrestrial radio stations to please support your local, your national, your international music artists. There are a million of Charlotte Sands out there who belong to be gifted the opportunity to be heard, to be received, to be acknowledged. They all have a message. And there are people out there whose lives are in desperate need of a saving grace, a kind note, a message from these music artists. And their songs are desperately sitting there waiting to be found. I'm going to continue to keep finding those Charlotte Sands, and I hope you all will continue to find them as well. We are once again, I Don't Care, Dream About You, as I told you, Charlotte, they are in the Power 98.5 playlist. I Don't Care is playing right now. However, I want to go to a live drop of Dream About You. How do you feel about that? Because that's one of my favorite songs.
Honestly, that's like one of my favorite songs I've ever written. So I am pumped. I am so excited.
Here we go. Dream About You by Charlotte Sands.
Laying in a bed with somebody else, hoping if my head's on his chest, it'll keep my mind off you. I feel like a creep watching when he sleeps, holding on to me. Should I leave? I just pray he won't come to. Scared that he'll fall, I don't want him to. Scared that I'll do what I did to you. Damn, I never guessed you'd be such a mess while I'm getting rest with my dress on the floor of his bedroom. I cried just a little, and you'll be fine. And just a little more time. Oh my, who knew that I would be such a good bad guy? 'Cause I spent every night so paranoid about you leaving, but I'm the one who left you bleeding. I used to dream about you. No, I don't dream about you. Already moving on, didn't take me long. Friends all call me strong, are they wrong? 'Cause your friends say I'm a bitch. They have a point, I'm trying to fill a void, so I'll kiss another boy. Wake up in another situation, here I go again. And over my head, I left you for dead. I wish I could say I wasn't okay, and maybe one day we'll be friends. Oh, I cried just a little, and you'll be fine. Yeah. And just a little more time. Oh my, who knew that I would be such a good bad guy? 'Cause I spent every night so paranoid about you leaving, but I'm the one who left you bleeding. I used to dream about you. No, I don't dream about you. So paranoid about you leaving, but I'm the one who left you bleeding. Yeah, I used to dream about you. No, I don't dream about you. No, I don't dream about you. No, I don't dream about you. No, you know. No, I don't dream about you. No, I don't dream about you.
What do you have to say about that, Ms. Charlotte Sands?
It's just so funny to listen to I haven't listened to that song in so long. I mean, it's probably only been like a month, but it's like still just so cool you hear it in a different way when it's like played in like on for like a different audience than you normally get. So it's really exciting to like be able to listen to it in a way that like I would listen to it listening to the car, you know? So I'm just so excited. You're the best. I appreciate you playing them.
I'm going to close out with I Don't Care. What best advice would you like to offer, Charlotte, to those music artists out there that have given up? They feel like they want to give up. They have nowhere to turn to. What can you share to inspire just a teeny bit of hope to know that we're here and we will find you if you don't find us?
I mean, the best advice that I think that I can offer is, for me personally, I know that there's nothing that makes me happier than making music and creating it and performing it. And I know that any other thing that I do in my life, I will never be as happy as I will be if my life is filled with art and creating it. And so I think that if anybody feels that way, then you just have to do whatever it takes to be able to do that full time. Whether even if you're working another job, if you're able to create and do that, you're still winning and you're still successful. And I think that a lot of people think that if you're not a full-time artist or musician or writer, then you're failing. And I just don't believe that at all. I think that as long as you are continuing to work towards your dream and you are a good person and you're nice to people and people want to work with you and want to support you and you work hard, you will not fail. And I think that it's just about keeping it up. Every time that I thought I was about to fail and that I should move home, the next week I would have the biggest moment in my career ever. And I think that even with this, a week before all of this song blew up for me, a week before, I was crying in my car about how exhausted I was and about how tired and about how little I had left to give. And a week later, I've had the biggest release of my entire career and have had meetings that I could only have dreamed about having. And I don't know, I just think that you just have to kind of stick with it, and it's just around the corner, and that's all I can offer, I think.
Who would you like to give a shout out to?
I would love to give a shout out to obviously my team. Triple Eight is like wonderful, and Danon and all these people that have helped me for so long. But also I think like my parents and my family, because they didn't allow me to move home after I moved to Nashville, and basically told me that they believed in me and that I wasn't allowed to come back until I was successful and doing what I loved. And so I think because of that, I really had no choice other than to succeed or at least keep pushing myself. And I feel really, really fortunate to have people who believe in me and who have been in my corner for so long.
I'd like to give a 100th shout out to Triple Eight Management, Hannah, and to you, Charlotte.
Oh, thanks.
Because we do care.
I know, I appreciate it. And to you as well, obviously. Because of people like you, smaller artists are given a shot and even put in the ring to compete for the careers that we want and the sustainable careers that we want. And so it's honestly just chances that people take on us. So you're forever appreciated.
If you know anyone, Charlotte, that you feel is deserving I mean, all of you are deserving, but I mean, really, really, like, if it comes to your mind, comes to your heart, be like, I really believe Steven will connect and will like this music. Send him my way.
Yeah, I definitely will. That's so kind.
You're welcome. So thank you, everyone, for joining Charlotte Sands, myself today, live on air with Steven Cuoco on Power 98.5. With over 2 million streams, I Don't Care. I just played that. It's an incredible track. All of her tracks are phenomenal. Any final closing thoughts of or insight where you would prefer people to connect you by and to connect your to your music?
I mean, socials is the only way to do it right now. I mean, I always respond to every DM and every message I get. And so if anybody feels inspired to reach out to me in any way, like I feel like I'm always responsive to them, and I love talking to people. But also hopefully I'll be on the road soon and I can see everyone in person, because that will be the best. So hopefully we'll be able to see each other soon, for real.
And your website, you've got a lot of good merchandise over there.
Yeah, we just dropped it. It's actually a lot of it is getting received today. So I've already gotten some pictures of people in their merch, which is super exciting. So I'm super thrilled about how that turned out. And yeah, so go get you some merch.
Get it. Give your website drop.
It's just charlottesands.com.
There you go.
There we go.
And you won't be disappointed when you see this merchandise. I was actually blown away. And the detail and quality looks very expensive. However, the pricing is extremely generous for the look of the quality of your items.
Well, I'm glad you think so. I'm really impressed about Absolute Merch. Really just crushed it for me. And I couldn't be happier with the turnout.
Thank you, everyone. We're closing out with Last Thing by Charlotte Sands.
Friend us on your socials and let's connect.